Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears taking on Carson Wentz and the Washington Commanders.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the...
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now here come the Bears, and at the helm is someone that they have a lot of hopes for leading this franchise. The 11th pick in 2021 out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Let's go, team. It's gonna be a long day on this.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll go option to the short side, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw is Fields. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the final act was the David Montgomery touchdown reception. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Commanders trot to the field for their first possession, and it's the 7th-year quarterback out of North Dakota State leading the way. His 3rd NFL team, Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz and the Washington Commanders are hoping to provide stability for each other starting in 2022. It's the 3rd team in 3 years for Wentz and the 4th starter in 4 years for Washington. The big thing with Wentz has always been staying on the field. And last season in Indianapolis, he played a full 17 games, leading the Colts to a 9-8 record and almost into the playoffs.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Wentz now to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Wentz. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now Wentz. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, Wentz. They'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. To throw is Wentz. He's into the secondary. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Wentz. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Commanders have taken the lead.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Now to kick off after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Fields on 1st down. Man open, that's Byron Pringle, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7.
The NFL Madden League Season 212022 Week 6 games and highlights will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2022.
11 yards for number 11.
Chicago trusted Darnell Mooney to step up and be their top wide receiver, and he gave them a 1,000-yard season in return. They're certainly hoping that a third-year wideout can form a lasting connection with second-year quarterback Justin Fields. Looks like that connection is starting to pay off, this time for a 1st down.
Fields throw taken in by Pringle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Now Montgomery running right. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. An agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line.
The NFL Madden League Season 2-1-2022 Week 6 matchup is now live streaming on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2022.
On the option left is Fields. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Velus Jones, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Carson Wentz leading the Commander offense back to the field. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Throwing now is Wentz. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. Hook up of 15 yards there. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Straight ahead, Gibson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Week 6 Washington Commanders 1-4 Chicago Bears 1-4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
NFL Madden League Season 2-1-2022 Week 6 matchups will be coming up next.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now Wentz. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down now, but that clock rolling. Wentz going to throw. He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Wentz. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Wentz to throw again. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, middle of the field. He's got McLaurin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
Wentz now on first down. He's got Thomas yet again, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Flushed out right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Wentz. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Carson Wentz in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Slide for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away from the 6.
Week 6 Dallas Cowboys 4-1 Philadelphia Eagles 5-0.
With a white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. One of the best of the early games, we'll highlight it there. The Giants in for a stern test at home at MetLife Stadium as they'll take on the visiting Baltimore Ravens. In the late afternoon games, it'll be loud in Kansas City, that's for sure, as it'll be the Chiefs taking on the Buffalo Bills. Then on Sunday night, a classic in the NFC East. You never know what can happen when these two get together. Cowboys and Eagles at 8:20 Eastern. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here is Washington now to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Meanwhile, Wentz's throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Here's Wentz to throw. And he will slide to a halt with a penalty marker down on the play. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Wentz. And he rifles one incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Wentz again. A throw to the flat here for McKissick. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Wentz.
Week 6 Denver Broncos 2-3 Los Angeles Chargers 3-2.
But still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Fields now to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Throwing again on second down. Fields. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on third down. Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. How about Jonathan Allen there, pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Here's Fields. Caught by Cobb. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Read option. Here's Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. Got an open man. It's Pringle.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his
Week 6 Buffalo Bills 4-1, Kansas City Chiefs 4-1.
Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A give to Montgomery out of the gun.
He'll get this down to the 38.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 38, Fields over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Montgomery back to the ground. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Now it's Fields.
And this is going to be incomplete. So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. This a 31-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10.
At their own 27.
A run here for J.D. McKissick.
Now, the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They'll go again with McKissick.
And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now Wentz on the bootleg. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. Well, now it's stripped. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Following the fumble recovery, Fields.
That's complete to Mooney. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there. And he's got a Bears touchdown.
David Montgomery, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game. And here, the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Santos with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
So Wentz and the Commanders down 24-21, 2:05 to go. Samuel bringing in the slant.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing is Wentz.
Pass complete, Samuel.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up. Wentz got McKissick. On the move past the 40.
But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Wentz's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Wentz to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
Well, when this drive began, the offense only needed a field goal, but the defense ramped up the pressure, and after back-to-back sacks, they're feeling confident they might keep them off the board.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
We so often think of these kickers as automatic at any distance, and it's just not the case because when you start talking about 50-plus yards, it's still a tough one to connect on. This one ends up no good, and that should put to rest any chance of this game getting to overtime.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And they'll indeed take a knee. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. And they will take a knee here.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Chicago, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Washington, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.